with who you with, Curtdog. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. Welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. Welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. Welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. Welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to Speak on it. Welcome to Speak on it. I'm welcome to Speak on it. Welcome to Speak on it. I'm welcome to Speak on it. Welcome to Speak on it. I'm welcome to speak. Welcome to speak. Welcome to speak. I'm 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 who you with, Curtdog. Welcome to Speak on it with who you with, Curtdog. I'm who you with, Curtdog. Like I told y'all, I will come on even if it's a little bit late. Just got off the call with my family. I appreciate each and every one of them, the love and support that is going on. Want to welcome everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Twitter. D Live is in the house. Welcome to the show. You can live chat with us during the show. Want to give a shout out to Friendship West and all the volunteers that are still giving out hot meals. They will be giving out another hot meal tomorrow at 4:30 while supplies last. So please get there early. They're giving out hot meals and water distribution. So definitely go over there, 2020 West Wheatland Road, right in the southern sector of Dallas between Polk and Hampton. You can't miss it from the freeway. So definitely go over there, arrive early. Please wear your mask. It's first come, first served basis. So definitely go over there and get yourself a free hot meal. And also for the ones that have volunteered so far that's giving back to the community, Hello Fresh, Sankofa Kitchen, Grand Husky Logistics, Simple, Stephanie, RJ's Barbecue, Elmore Catering, LLC, Records Barbecue, Old Taste and See Catering, and Lowe's. Yes, Lowe's is giving back to the community. And those are some good taste in place because I know Records been around for a long time. If you heard my story back in the days, I feel like Miss Record gave me my first job when I was in elementary. It used to give me a couple of dollars and a chopped beef sandwich to sweep off the front sidewalk when they was over on Loop 12 in Sunnyvale, long time ago. So always giving back to the community. I appreciate all the companies that are stepping up and doing that. Have to be you in our community getting our money, so they are giving back, and I will support them because of that. So shout out to those companies, and continue to do the great work. Dr. Haynes and the Friendship West family continue to do what you're doing, serving the community. Today is Miss Risky's birthday. Shout out to Miss Risky. I briefly talked to her earlier. She may be in bed now, but I talked to her way early tonight. But today is her birthday. If you want to bless her, hit her up on her Cash App. I think I need to verify this. I had to do it last night too, but definitely hit her up. She said she may call in. Um, she may call in. So if she call in, she know she got the hotline. She can always just call in. Um, okay. Want to make sure I had that cash app right. Don't want y'all to be sending it somewhere else. But today is her birthday. Um, I'm telling you, Miss Risky is that's my girl. She she plays a big part in the show, so I definitely appreciate her. So if you feel led to go ahead and hit her up. She told me I didn't hear my cash app talking about ching 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 ching. Didn't play that bell today. So uh, if you feel led to go ahead and hook her sister up. She loves Starbucks. Um so definitely hit her up. And tonight, we're not gonna be long, but you know it's always strong. So um we're gonna talk about a little bit of Thomas Webster. Yeah, that's I seen this earlier today and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You have that ain't what I said though, but I'm gonna say it, you have to be kidding me on here. Um yeah, so Thomas Webster, retired NYPD officer Thomas Webster, Republican community Philip Guerrero, arrested for alleged roles in Capitol riot. Not only that, he's a retired police officer. Yeah, congressional lawmaker questioned law enforcement about security failure during the attack at the U.S. Capitol Tuesday. This comes as we learn more people from our area now face charges. As CBS 2's Dick Brennan report, 54-year-old Thomas Webster is a former NYPD officer in Marine, but authorities say on January the 6th, during the Capitol riot, he was like a junkyard dog. Teeth bar fits cleanse. Yeah. Prosecutors say that he attacked police officer with an aluminum pole and ripped off his protective gear and gas mask, causing the officer to choke. Also in federal court Tuesday, 46-year-old Philip Grillo of Glen Oak, Queens, a Republican state community. And during the riot, he allegedly seen on video jumping through a broken window and marching through the Capitol. Witness from his neighborhood tipped police. I'm glad they did. He was in part identified by St. Anne Council Knight of Columbus jacket. Yeah. Authority charged him with unlawful entry and disorderly conduct and using threatening abusive language. In Washington, Capitol security official testified that what went wrong during the riot. Um, I was just stunned, said Acting Chief Robert Canty of the Metropolitan Police Department. Canty said he could not understand why he couldn't get backup from the National Guard. You know, I had officers that was out there that were literally fighting for their lives, Canty said. Former Capitol Police Chief Stephen Stone says he was told on January 4th that bringing the National Guard would be bad, but some denied that was a factor. Let me be clear. Optic as portrayed in the media played no role whatsoever in my decision about Capitol security, said former House Sergeant at Arms Paul Irvin. U.S. Capitol Police now not acknowledge they received an FBI report ahead of the attack, describing online threats of a looming war at the Capitol. The United States Capitol Police Department did get that report. I was just advised of that in the last 24 hours, son said. Now, it's a lot of breakdown in this story because here it is. You have a retired NYPD officer, the same ones that yell, back the blue, back the blue. But he goes, break into the Capitol, attack police officer, ripping the gas mask off, and causing them to choke. He must forgot he was once a police officer. Now, the thing is with this, they say back the blue. I guess he forgot about that on January the 6th. The blue did not matter that day. And for him to do the things he did, because I feel like he allegedly tried to kill that officer. He's an officer. He know what's gonna happen. You ripped his gas mask off, causing him to choke. What if he had asthma? But back the blue. I guess y'all said we're not gonna back the blue on January 6th because you didn't care about that uniform. And for the other guy, I'm like, really? You wanted to be caught, but you should. I'm glad you were caught. I feel like neither one of you should get a bond. You shouldn't get bail. Both of you need to stay in there. And for him to be a former Marine, I've asked this question before. Do you think he should lose all his benefit? Because you did attack America, the same country that you signed the oath to protect and serve. Should he lose his benefits? I feel like he should. You did domestic terrorists against America. Why should we be paying you any benefits? I don't think we need to pay you nothing. We thank you for serving, but you took that oath to protect and serve. Not only that, you took two. You took one for the Marines. As a Marine, that's more intense training. You held at a higher standard. But you decided that didn't matter that day. None of that mattered. But once again, should he keep his benefits? I don't think he should. Why should our tax dollar pay him? He did an ultimate act. He attacked America, attacked police officers. But some people may not have a problem with that. Some people may say it was his right. Well, it's also his right to go to jail. It was his right. But you want to attack the greatest country in the world. Now you're sorry. Now you feel bad that you got caught. I don't feel sorry for you. Let the truth be told, I don't feel sorry for you. You attack America. You served in the Marines. You serve as an NYPD police officer. But then you attack America. That's all I'm saying. Since you done that, you're going to be held accountable for your action. And you should be. You should be. You should be held accountable. If it take losing your benefit, guess what? That's your fault. Why should we pay a domestic terrorist, pay them benefits? I don't understand it. And I'm glad the people tipped them off. And I'm gonna say, like I say all the time, for the ones that was a part of that terrorist attack, go ahead, turn yourself in. It's just a matter of time before they catch you. Just a matter of time. It won't take long. They are gonna catch you. It may not be today. It may be today. May not be tomorrow. May not be next week. It may be months from now. Maybe years from now. But they're gonna catch you. And you should be held accountable for your action. And because you're saying it's your right, well, it's also your right for doing the crime, you do the time. I wouldn't let them out. Any one of them, I would not let them out. Just like Jenny Cook. Why was she given privilege to go to Mexico, Cancun? And I still feel like it's a connection between Cruz and her. Just so happened he snuck off to Mexico. I still feel like it's a connection. It haven't came out yet, but it eventually gonna come out. And when it do, we're gonna be like, uh-oh, we told them. As soon as it come out. So that's how I feel about the retired NYPD officer Thomas Webster. Really, dude, you serve as a Marine and you attacking America? It's my right. You're right. It's also your rights and it's our rights to take your benefits from you. We shouldn't have to pay you. You retired at 54 from a police officer. You did your time as a Marine. Then you do a terrorist attack against America. Yeah, you should not get paid for it. Any benefits you getting, that's treason. And you know what it is by treason. You should not get paid for it. Old Ted Cruz, he's still trying to justify his Cancun trip. Talking about his wife was pissed about the leaked text message. Ted, let me hip you on something. Everybody that is in your corner is not rooting for you. Everybody is not your friend. That's what Mama used to tell us all the time. Everybody is not your friend. You know your true friends. When you're going through some stuff, you don't even have to ask them. They just show up. I guess Cruz finding out the hard way. But he said The report came out, said Senator Ted Cruz on Tuesday continued his public apology tour for his heavily criticized trip to Cancun last week, aimed at crippling power and water crisis across his home state. But the Texas Republican repeatedly made light of the scandal and complained about his own family treatment by members of the media, as well as by neighbors who leaked the content of a compromising group text chain. That group text will get you caught up every time. Appeared on an episode of a podcast, I'm not going to name it, which actually I'm going to skip over this part because talking about he hadn't experienced this much negative press coverage since Northern California in the 1960s. A reference to the joking online insult that the senator secretly, the infamous Zodiac killer. I haven't seen that one, but hey, I don't know. But at the same time, Cruz, you've been in the news quite a bit for the last several months, and it haven't been good press. That's why when your re-election come up, we're gonna vote you out. We're gonna vote you out. You might well go and do us a favor, just like Greg Abbott. Both of you need to step down. Dan Patrick, Ken Paxton, just go and step down. Lick your wounds and keep going. Because next year, Texas is gonna change some things. I've told you, Greg Abbott, Dan Patrick, Ken Paxton, Sid Miller, and the rest of you, you have to go. Come next year, we're coming in and we're coming in hard. We coming in and gonna make a change here in Texas because we're tired of this BS that is going on. And Texas need to regulate the electric company here because no way that should have happened. You're telling me with technology today, we don't have enough grid to hold to keep our electricity on during a winter storm? Let's not even talk about the winter storm. Let's talk about the summer heat. Greg, I like this the first time it ever happened. No, it happened every year during the summer. After a couple of days of 100-degree weather, they start doing rolling blackouts. So yeah, it should be regulated. It should be. I feel like our leaders need to be held accountable because they knew what this can happen. For the simple fact, um, welcome to the show, T Cal is in the house. Said better late than never. Yeah, I'm late, but I'm here. Um, Tonight we talked about Thomas Webster. He's a former NYPD officer and Marine. He was part of the domestic violence, about the domestic violence. I would say domestic violence, Lord. I know I'm tired. He was a part of the domestic terrorists that happened uh, on January 6th in DC. Welcome, Tanya Adams. Hey, he said, hey, Kurt, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you wasn't affected by that weather last week, and hopefully you and your family is safe. She's watching on Facebook, and T Cal is on YouTube. Yeah, but that's what we hit on today. Thomas Webster, a former uh, A former NYPD officer and Marine was part of that January the 6th attack on Capitol Hill. That's good to know, Tanya. Unfortunately, the page that you're on, the message did not show up in my chat. But if you go over to speak on it with Who You With Curtdog on that page, they will come up. If not, I'll just continue to read them. So that was the first story. Now he didn't only go in and broke into the Capitol. He also turned around and attacked the police officer. Um, he attacked the police officer, snatched the police officer mask off. He choked from the gas that was being sprayed. All of that. But he's a police officer. Back to blue. Back to blue. That's what they say all the time. Back to blue. Blue didn't matter that day. I appreciate it, T. Cal telling me, yeah, but you look cool even though you're tired. I'm tired. I did not have a good night last night. I actually went to bed a little bit after 12, woke back up at 2:30 and couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm tired, and um, which is crazy because I got up and cooked dinner by 6:30 this morning. Um, did some old 30 weight gravy, so that was good. Um, but I know I'm gonna sleep good tonight. As soon as I get off, I'm gonna take me a shower, and I'm gonna sleep good. um, and also, we talked about Risky. Today is her birthday. Risky birthday. She will. I keep thinking today is Wednesday, but it's Tuesday. Tomorrow night, Miss Kincaid will be in the house. She will be in the house tomorrow. Um, um, so I'm sure she will be in the house tomorrow. I know she says she take her second vaccination shot tomorrow. And if she don't have no issue, she will be on the show tomorrow. We will be on by 8:15 tomorrow. So definitely join us. It's gonna be a great show. She's gonna be dealing with a lot of stuff tomorrow. So definitely come and um, come over and listen to it. T Cal said, that's right. Oh, remember, happy birthday, Miss Risky. She will be on Thursday night, so that will be good. I said T Cal. Miss Risky will be on Thursday night. I talked to her briefly today, and she was excited. I said, "What you doing for your birthday?" She said, "Nothing. COVID, COVID got us on lockdown. I'm not going nowhere." So she was uh, staying at home tonight. So I'm like, cool. Enjoy. I think she had ordered Hello Fresh or something, and she ordered something. I don't know what it was, but she said she was staying home. She wasn't going nowhere. Talking about she had a lot of package delivered today. I did see the cookies she got in, um, Tiff treats or something. I was like, man, that sounded good. Um, but I'm glad that she enjoyed her birthday. Oh, excuse me. And I was in the middle of talking about Ted Cruz, talking about his wife. Um, his wife is pissed about the text message being leaked, and I don't know why she getting pissed for. Should have been pissed that the ideal of y'all going out the country even came up. Should be pissed that Ted Cruz flew out of the country, then quarantine, came back, then quarantine, flew to Washington, didn't quarantine, and still serving. So he could possibly be a super spreader. I'm just saying, allegedly a super spreader. He's known to not want to wear a mask on a commercial flight. But once the backlash come out, then he wants to turn around and ask for forgiveness. He want to pretend like he care about the people, but we know he don't. So enjoy this time, Teddy, because when your re-election come up, you out of here. You out of here. Um, just like your Conrads, your sidekicks, Greg Abbott, he got to go. Dan Patrick got to go. Ken Patson got to go. Sid Miller have to go. What's that? George P. Bush got to go. They all got to go next year. So we're going to lay the foundation down. We're going to use them to lay the foundation down. And we're going to tell you when your re-election come up, exit left. Get out of here. As for forgiveness and passing out water, should have done that from the jump. That's what he should have done. He definitely should have done it. And you're right, T-Guy. All of them need to go. Yeah, he should have done it. Oh, and don't forget, Ken Paxton, he snuck off to Utah. Him and his wife tiptoed out of Texas while we in a crisis. I'm just saying. They don't care nothing about us. A real leader would be on the front line. Who is that? AOC? What she raised 2 million or 5 million or something during that time? And I don't know if what she did with the money, but she raised the money to help people during this storm. So 9 times out of 10, when you see places like Friendship West and other locations, they're actually doing some goods in the community, is from people like AOC. She raised the money. She provided the money to them for they can do good. I'm not sure. Only been on for 33 minutes, and it may be a little bit late for him, but I'm sure he will be on probably tomorrow. Now tomorrow, I'm probably going to be on about 8:15. That's the time Miss Kincaid says she'll be ready to go on. So I'll come on about 8:15, and when she come on, we already know it's going to be a good one. Not a good one, a good one. So we know she's going to bring some great counseling coming on. So if you have questions or dealing with something during counseling and need counseling advice, this is a show that you definitely want to tune in tomorrow and get questions asked. And then on top of that, she also, because I have been communicating with her, and when my wife sent her the message to let her know that my mom passed, she immediately reached out to me by text, checking in on me, and I appreciate that. I do. Like I said, today was rough. It was a rough day for me, and getting up at 2:30 in the morning, couldn't go back to sleep. So here it is. It may be 11:30 or 12 before I get to sleep. So it's uh okay, T-Cal. Yeah, I know you normally work on Tuesday night. I appreciate you for stepping in. Be safe at your job, um, and go ahead and make that money. So yeah, so it may be 11:30 or 12 before I actually get a chance to go to sleep because I have to work on some other things, and um, it could be later than that. I don't know, but I'm quite sure when I do go to sleep, I'm gonna sleep hard. So but definitely um, these leaders that we have in office, Cruz, they don't care about us. Cruz know he's supposed to quarantine after he came back in. Um, um, he talking about Cruz also referenced photos that circulated in days of his family pet dog named Snowflake, singly abandoned at home by his owners, according to Mexico. I spent too much time on Twitter, so I see apparently I literally fed Snowflake to the wolves. Cruz said, going on to explain that the dog was accomplished by a sitter. And naturally the heat and power was back on. Cruz said it was really creepy that a reporter captured a picture of his dog forlornly staring out of a window, and even more creepy that his wife, Heidi, was photographed on the beach in her bikini by paparazzi. I will tell you that she is pissed about it. All the rest of it, she's fine. Cruz said, adding, Heidi is smoking hot. So I look at the picture and said, man, you look great. Ooh, that ain't what Trump said not too long ago. I haven't seen the photo, but according to Trump, the man that you back after he talked about your wife, you backing this man, but he talked about your wife, and unfortunately, allegedly, you wasn't man enough to defend your wife honors. So then you start kissing that man, bud. So that tells us a lot about you. You allow this man to talk about your wife, and then you support him. Hmm. Yeah, that's not good. Um, da, 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 da. During the 2016 Republican presidential primary, then candidate Donald Trump memory threatened to spill the beans on Heidi Cruz and tweeted an unflattering photo of her next to a glossy image of his own wife. Oh, what was Trump trying to say? The Senate condemned the post at the time, but went on to become one of the Trump fierce defender in Congress after he was elected president. On Tuesday, Cruz said his wife was also pretty pissed. That message from a group text was leaked to the New York Times, showing her eliminating the freezing temperature of their house and suggesting a getaway to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Cancun. hmm Um, Cruz said his wife actually was over to a neighbor house yesterday, sort of walking through the text message. We got a number of Republicans who are neighbors, but we also have a number of Democrats, she said. There were even more folks on our street who put up Beto signs, which I thought was a little rude. How is it rude? It's their rights. Cruz said, referring to his 2018 re-election race against former Democratic Republican Beto O'Rourke. You know I didn't like it. Hold a victory party on their front yard when we won, he said. In another interview Tuesday, Cruz acknowledged his decision to travel to Cancun was dumb as hell, but again sought to place his children at the center of controversy. You still gonna blame your kids? That tells me a lot about you as a father. You blaming your kids instead of taking responsibility for your actions. My kids wanted to go out there. We had 2 days with no power, and so Heidi and I said yes, and we took them to the beach. And in hindsight, that was obviously a mistake. And ever since then, the media seemed to be utterly fascinating. Uh, Pressed on whether either he or his wife ever considered the damage out for their trip. Cruz said it certainly occurred to me that it would look bad and people would criticize. At that time, I'm a dad, he said, and our girls are 10 and 12. I'm on the road nonstop, Cruz said. It was one of his two daughters and her friend who initially pitched to us and to the friend parents. Listen, while we're staying here, why don't we go somewhere where there's power and it's not freezing? He and his wife were simply trying to be good parents when they greenlighted the vacation, Cruz said. At that time, I was trying to take care of my family, take care of my kids, which is what Texas were doing all across the state. I guess everybody not able because he took care of his kids. He went to Cancun for his kids, but he had no idea and didn't even bring up this would not be a good time. That should have been a teaching lesson. Because of my position, with me going out of town at a time like this, out of the country, it wouldn't be good. Maybe we should go out here and volunteer. Go out here and volunteer. Uh, Serve people by giving them food, giving them water, saying how can we help them, or even putting them up in a hotel. There's a local organization here that put people up in a hotel, but that didn't cross Cruz's mind because that wasn't important to him. He just know he's in this position and he feel that he could do whatever he wants to do. What if it's going out of the country, violating the CDC order, not getting quarantined, not taking a test, and doing what he want to do? That's what we need to stop. That's why we need to hold him accountable. That's why we need to vote him out. Get him out of here. For the simple fact, they don't care about us. Why are our tax dollars paying them and they do not care about us? That's all I'm asking. Let's get them out. Texas, next year we have to show up. Show up and show out. If you're not registered to vote, get registered now. Every time you renew your license, you should renew your voter registration card. When you uh, check and make sure it's still registered, you should. When you get that notice about going to jury duty, go ahead and go. It's okay to go. I don't mind going to do my civic duty. I don't try to get out of it. I show up. I don't ever get picked for nothing major. I get picked for eviction here or eviction there. Put me on one of those big trials. Um, so definitely Cruz should go ahead and resign. I was talking with some people earlier, and they said, you know what, we need to make Cruz resign. We need to sign a petition to get him out of office. Not when his reelection come up. He need to be removed today. I agree with him, but as long as um, people don't do the necessary step to make it happen, it would never happen. So I hope he do decide to resign. I doubt it. He just that cocky where he feel like he's untouchable. I feel like he should uh, resign. That's my personal opinion. He's not doing anything to benefit us. No way. Why not? I wish Greg Abbott would resign. As he try to say, all of a sudden this is new with the rolling blackouts. No, it's not. We deal with it every summer. And if you in Texas, it get hot. It gets so hot, you think you got one foot in hell and the other foot out. And Shirley Caesar say, why you want to live in hell, then turn around and die and go to hell? So, yeah, we need to definitely make sure we vote next year. Other than that, hey, like I told you, it's going to be a short show tonight, as I still have a lot of work I need to do. I didn't get a chance to do today, but shout out to my girl once again, Miss Risky. You got an hour and 36 minutes for your birthday is up. So shout out to her. Tomorrow night, 8:15, we should be live with Miss Kincaid. And if you're dealing with some stuff, definitely join us tomorrow where we can. Ooh, excuse me. Like I tell you, I'm tired. When it start coming back to back like that, it's time to go. So join us tomorrow night, 8:15 p.m. Central Time. Miss Kincaid will be in the house, our licensed professional counselor. So if you have some issues that you need some question answer about counseling, this is the show you want to be on. 8:15 p.m. tomorrow. So until then, I love each and every one of you. Until then, peace.